Yeah, what's going on, everybody? News here with a brand new video for you guys today, and welcome to my channel. Hope you're all feeling good, smelling good. Your boy's back with a video for you guys today. And today, we want to finally do a review we wanted to do yesterday. We're going to do a review for the former NWSL MVP, Kerolin Nicoli, the Brazil beast herself, who kind of missed a good chunk because of a good chunk of her playing season for 2024 because she had an ACL injury. So she didn't really get to attempt to be a repeat champ and repeat MVP. So we wanted to do a review yesterday, but there was a glitch involving her card and the other guy's card, where you basically couldn't freaking pull up their squad info and you couldn't get into games. Like if you tried to use them in Rush, you couldn't play. If you tried to use them in Rivals, the game wouldn't let you play Rivals. So if you want to know which cards you should do, the first thing I will say is this: look at their fixtures, look at the recent games as well, so you can get a good idea on whether or not they have a good chance of completing any of their objectives. That's the first thing. The second thing is which card you actually want to use, which card actually fits your team, because at the end of the day you want to have a card that's playable for you. If you build a Brazil team, then you should probably consider Kerolin. If you build an Argentine team, consider freaking the other guy. If you build a Bundesliga team, consider the other guy as well. What I would say is, like, you also just watch this review as well to figure out if you want to do Kerolin. The reason why I chose Kerolin is for the reasons that I always tell you. Passion merchant, want to choose players I actually know of and players I actually like, versus just picking someone who could be a meta card. And at the same time, I don't really have many Bundesliga players in my club in general, so it'll be weird to go to a Bundesliga player instead of a player who I'm actually a fan of. So just neither here nor there when it comes to why I chose anybody, because at the end of the day no one really cares. People just want to watch reviews and they'll just say that right now I'm yapping. So we'll get something about Kerolin. I will also say this: if you have no interest in either card, consider doing them just to have the 89 fodder who could upgrade and be even higher fodder for you. So you want to do an icon player pick or an icon SBC or any SBC in the future, you would have that potential fodder if you don't care about either player. Let's get to talk about Kerolin and her roles and her stats. Kerolin is someone who has wide playmaker plus as a right mid and right winger, and she also has inside forward singular plus for both of those as well. Play false 9++ and advanced forward singular plus is what she's working with. Her play styles is the finesse shot, the ping pass, jockey, technical, quick step, and Trivela. I don't mind the setup for when it comes to the playstyle pluses. Some people are kind of out on Trivela, but it is what it is. In my opinion, I don't mind Trivela at all. It comes in handy sometimes inside the box to get some very, very spicy angles on goals. And obviously technical and ping pass are very, very good in Trivela, which isn't as good as the plus, but it's still a Trivela regardless. When it comes to her stats, she has 93 pace, 87 shooting, 89 passing, 91 dribbling, 52 defense, and 85 physical. If you know me, I have some physical, agile players on the wings. The pace isn't as high as I think it should be, so we do have a hawk on her to increase that physical a little bit more, increase the shooting a little bit more, and increase the pace a little bit more as well. I want to max out what I think is her strongest suits, which are those three things. She already has high dribbling, so that also isn't a big deal. And you can also put her into the fantasy captain if you want her to have 99 dribbling, which you shouldn't do because this is a live card. This card can increase. They don't have the tab here, so you can actually see how she would increase as a live card. So we'll try to see if we can find that and go over it. All right, so over here on FootWiz, you can see what her upgrades could be down here. So if she gets 2 wins, if her club gets 2 wins, she gets a +1 for overall, which put her at 90, and a plus overall when it comes to roles. As I said before, when it comes to EA, they tend to increase what's already one of their top tier, not top tier, one of their their plus areas or plus areas. So we look at her when it comes to her roles, they'll likely give her a plus to inside forward or to advance forward. That's what they'll likely go with. They won't give her a plus for one of the roles that she doesn't have a plus on. So likely, if they're thinking about how people actually would realistically play the card, they'll probably go inside forward plus for right wing, or for inside forward they won't do both. If you want, or is that word right mid or right wing, they'll probably go with one of those. It'd be weird to go for advanced forward because I don't think anyone will actually play her in that role. If the club gets at least 10 goals, she gets a 99 face stat. that will likely end up being her pace. Like I said, they did seem to shortcut her own pace. Her team of the season card last year at 96 pace, so they'll probably end up giving her. Again, they tend to upgrade what they already have as a high rated. They probably go to 96 pace or the 99 dribbling. She gets a new playstyle plus and a new base playstyle if she gets a goal or an assist. We already looked at her playstyle, so she'll probably get. Well, she's getting a playstyle plus guaranteed, so they'll probably make the finesse shot or technical her playstyle plus. Then probably like added a physical base playstyle. No yellow cards, no red cards. She's a plus overall and gets either a 5-star weak foot or a 5-star skill move. She's 4-star, 4-star. Her and the other guy basically have the exact same stats and exact same playstyle. So think of this the same for him as well. The likelihood of her not getting yellow cards, she's a winger. Kerolin's not really someone who usually gets a lot of cards, so I think that's like decent for her to get. Win a main domestic cup. I doubt that's going to happen, to be honest with you. That would give her a new playstyle plus and a 99 face stat. Then win the domestic league, which also get her a playstyle plus or and a +1 overall. So let's talk about the likelihood of her even like achieving these things. So the next games for City, they play Tottenham, they play West Ham. Again, the next 4, they play Aston Villa and they play Chelsea. The last time, this is their recent games look like. They lost 3-1 to Real Madrid. They beat Newcastle 4-0, lost Real Madrid 3-2. They beat Leyton Orient 2-1. Then they lost to Arsenal 5-1. So they have a very inconsistent performance when it comes to them, but also you have to take into consideration who these 2 games were here. They lost to Tottenham. What was it like? I forgot. Well, they lost to Aston Villa 2-1, but they lost to Tottenham as well. So I can find a Tottenham game. They lost 2-1 to Tottenham back in October. Then they lost 4-0 against Tottenham in November. So their first 2 games are teams they lost against. They also beat West Ham 4-1. They do play West Ham, so they might lose this game, win this game, then lose this game if you're just basing it on their form against those former teams. Then they play Chelsea, who is the top team in their league, so they likely will lose that too. And maybe gotta reach the next 4 games. So these 4 games what they got to play. So you got to take this in consideration when it comes to if you want to do the her card based on potential of her upgrades. These 2 games could be wins for City because it's all about form, and maybe City will be in a better form for those 2 games in the game against Villa. And they also didn't have Kerolin at that time. They didn't sign Kerolin until January. So she hasn't played in those games that they got cooked in against those opponents. So yeah. All right, so all the info out the way, for the long intro, so people will complain about that. We got Alyssa in here for Kim. She is technically gets icon Kim, because that will get Danny Olmo on full Kim and get Kerolin on full Kim as well. We're gonna see if she can cook. See if I would recommend her to build a women's team, a City team, or a Brazil team. So hopefully she is as correct as I think she could be. Because all of her cards when it comes to her team this season I did some evils of her last year as well that were pretty good as well. So she tends to be someone who has a good body type of frame for this particular game. Yeah, let's get to the rivals and see if she can cook.
Getting ready to bring you foot rivals action. It's the Dragons versus the Lions.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. 2 motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere, and some very good players. Let's hope.
Delayed shot. Good moving from him though. He knows what's going with that ball. Good ball, move the ball from Kerolin.
And the Lions unable to retain possession. Done.
Assists for Kerolin her first game. He was really good. That's not surprising. That's not even dribbling. Wasn't trying to pass to Bill right there. I know he's on sides. This game's this game. You're gonna make you pass people you're not trying to pass to. That ball went a little too far. Man, she'd have to jump over freaking contact. Honestly, that's a pin right there, and the game's just stop freaking having you jump over freaking players when it comes to freaking that situation. Take the contact. That's a free freaking pin.
Kerolin. Now, what can the Dragons do from this position? Good idea.
There's that goal for Kerolin, her first game. Goal and assist. Very, very good movement. Her AI is also very intelligent. You can see how she's moving around on that right side.
Great. Their two holding midfield players will be key today. They can get on the ball and dictate the play. Take the two centre backs, but will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
Oh, they could be in here, Stuart. Has he got a score? Can they stop them going in? Under real pressure here. Oh, that's not watertight.
Ooh, what a shot from Kerolin. Nice from Crystal Dunn to win that ball back. Another goal for Kerolin. So trying to get back. This guy's he's a finesse shot merchant. All his goals been finesse shots. Just one of them days where every single one for him's going in. You see, isn't stopping anything. Another goal for Kerolin. Like there's no defense right now. Casillas cannot save anything in this game. Every shot he's taken towards Casillas has gone in. Like literally, he's doing up he's spamming from that shots, but they're all going in. Kerolin with the tie with the Trivella. Our hero, Kerolin Nicoli, before MVP. Take a draw here, 7-7, no defense game. Honestly, it's just Casillas just couldn't save anything in this game. This guy just didn't have to spam finesse shots, and every single finesse shot went in. You would think, you know, far reach would kick in to help out with that, but not once did far reach kick in to help Casillas out.
What are your expectations from this?
This bounces off my player, man. I'm so tired of that. Reward us for winning the fucking ball, gang. Damn.
Here's how the home side lines up.
Well, it looks like a 4-2-3-1.
Now, real opportunity.
Come the fuck on, man. Shoot the ball.
Look to be building.
And he's just chilling off sides. Kerolin's not moving. This is one of them games where the AI is just freaking breaking. The funny thing is, I actually hit the button to send Kerolin on a freaking run, and she didn't start one on a freaking run.
There could be something building for Dragons here. Great chance here.
If they get that shot off, like, this game's delaying the shot. Like, if she shoots right there's a goal. I hit B. There should be nothing else going on, but no, the game's delaying the fucking shot. No foul. There's no ball contact, just him knocking the player over. Bell with that pass. So my brain's thinking Bell's about to have a ball, so I'm going to make a reaction to Bell having the fucking ball. Oh, that's on me. It's a good freaking shot, but I just pulled too far. Too far. I'm actually like surprised at how good her long range shooting actually is. I mean, I shouldn't be. She has freaking Travella Plus.
That's out of play. It'll be a throw now. Crystal done. And they want to see a shot here. Genuine chance.
There's that goal for Kerolin Nicoli.
And it's a goal.
She has scored in every single game we played her in. And he's out of here. All right, outro time for Kerolin Nicoli. She is nuts. Like, again, it's one of them things. Like I said at the beginning of the video, well, not really beginning, but during the breakdown and intro, that last year her FC card, not her FC, her TOTS card was nuts. And also said that the Evo did of her was nuts, and that made me feel like it's her body type, like the 5.5 with the controlled explosive, and then just the in general form of her body. I don't think you can see it here. I think I have to like go to like Footbin to see it. I don't know if she's like a small, not small, like a lean or whatever, but like her body type just fits her stats very, very well. Looking at Footbin, she's short and normal because of her body type. But I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's a short and normal combined with the controlled explosive, combined with the 4-star, combined with like just her overall stats. But like in the last FC game, in this game, she performs just very, very well in game. We really only played freaking 3 games with her. We had one game had a red card beginning of the game, so I just freaking left because it was beginning of the game, so I didn't care. In another game, there was a disconnect at the beginning of the game, so again, didn't really care. My disconnect just mean like there's something, I don't know if it's my connection or his connection, the game just kind of like just died. So more so it's just a 3 game sample size of Kerolin, and she has 6 goals and 2 assists in those 3 games. One of those 3 games being a draw, so you had 2 wins and a draw. And she cooked. She really, really cooked. She was one of the saving graces for that draw. That draw, we were losing that game. We could not stop that guy's finesse shots at all. The guy just spammed 7 finesse shots the entire freaking game, and they all went in. But Kerolin and I think it was Bale, and I like just pulled us back into it and ended with a draw. Probably would have won if we had like a little bit more time, but we didn't have enough time. But she's nuts. When it comes to her stats, they show up. You really feel that 91 dribbling, and you feel it so well that you might want it to be higher. Like it's one of the things like, you know what, she feels really good at 91. How would you feel at 99? I'm not telling you to put the 99 thing on her, but just saying, like, you kind of notice it. She has like good all around stats for a winger, especially when it comes to the fact that she has that high balance already, the high agility already, the high ball control. And then remember when it comes to like the upgrades, the plus overall is for all the stats, I think, not for like anyone in particular, like how certain like the 99 face out would be. So if she gets like a +1 overall, then you're going to see that ball control go to a 90, and her pace, her dribbling goes to 92 overall, 89 reactions, and 94 dribbling, and freaking 98 balance. Then obviously her shooting was really, really good. Her long shots is only like an 83. It goes higher than that. It goes to 90s when I with the Hawk on. But like her long shots was really, really good. So I don't know if it's the Hawk boosting it to that point, or just even though it's not high, just her overall finishing ability and her attack positioning just allows for her long shots to be good. And you definitely notice her attack positioning, because a lot of times when I see her on a freaking run, and she makes the exact runs you want her to make. Like sometimes you send someone on a run, they might go like to the left or to the right of like where you want them to go, and it's like, well, now you're not in the angle for the pass. Every single time I sent her on a freaking run, she ran exactly where I wanted her to go. Like the exact positioning I wanted her to take, she took. So I'm very happy with this card. I kind of wish she can play on the left, because again, everyone knows I want to just use Rodman the entire freaking time on the right side, because that Rodman card is just nuts. But I also would still want to put some, like, I might just force myself to use Kerolin, not because she's like bad or anything, but just to get more games on her, because I'm really having fun with her. In comparison to freaking Rodman, who I have like 300 games on. So yeah, I think we're allowed to freaking play around with Kerolin a little bit. Get some games on her. Maybe she would get some upgrades. I don't think she's gonna get all her upgrades, but I do think she would get some. It depends on City. City's a very inconsistent team. So if they can get in some kind of good form, then there's a good chance she would get majority of her upgrades. But I think the last 2 are a guaranteed no. She's not going to win the domestic cup. She's not going to win the freaking league. So if you're looking at like R upgrades, those aren't happening. City's not beating Chelsea, and it's not happening. But yeah, for the most part, great card. It's getting a 1 to 10. Much like Dunn, I'll say she's a 9 out of 10, with the potential of being a 10 out of 10 if she does get all of her upgrades. Keyword there's all, but she does get all her upgrades, and it's just gonna stay a 9. Dunn could be a 10 out of 10 if she get all her upgrades, and it is potential that she will, because she has an easier like stretch of games. And at the same time, she plays for a team that's not as inconsistent. So that's it for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have some fun, build a passion squad. Look, this squad does not look like some crazy freaking squad, and yeah, you see me freaking cook with it. So you can build a passion squad, you can build a fun team, you can do what Zwayback does, what Nate running for the card account does. I think even Nick RTFM sometimes runs freaking like just random ass freaking squads. Alzio runs random ass squads. I showed you before that Matt HD dude. He freaking took like a mostly 84 rated team like 2 weeks ago into freaking foot champs and freaking went 10-5. Like, that's what felt the game. It is at the end of the day a video game. Have some fun with it. You can sit like I could sit here and throw in freaking Mbappe and Vinny and Maradona and Zidane. While I do that, I'm gonna have some fun with like players I'm a fan of. Not a fan of Zidane, but I am a fan of Barcelona. So Danny Olmo is going to get in my squad. I'm a fan of all the American players. Now I've been watching Crystal Dunn for years. So obviously she's in here. Same thing comes like Kerolin and freaking Alyssa Thompson and Carson Pickett. Being also a United guy. Yep, Stam. Being a guy who I grew up watching a lot of Spain and Brazil men's teams. Not like when it came to when it comes to like national teams. I watched a lot of women's team for America. I didn't watch the men's team growing up at all. I only watched Spain and Brazil. So I have like a strong fond of Casillas, even though he played for the rivals Madrid. But I know it's a long little yap session at the end. So I want to I'm trying to encourage y'all to just try new things and play the game to have fun, because you will have more fun using players that you actually are a fan of, because it means something to you. When there's passion for a player, every goal you get, it means something for you. Like, you have a little bit more passion to it. Whenever you see your player who's a defender get a stop, it means more for you. Whereas like if you're just playing like with a meta team, it's just like, all right, well, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. All right, I stopped that shot. It's like it means more to you when you have passion behind it. I'll catch you guys next video. Have fun. Look in your pack pools. I'll be a boy. I'm out of here. Deuces.